Welcome to the NBA Pub Hub. It is Wednesday, June 30th. Ian Cameron, Conor Mac, Skee Prophet, Dutch Boy Fresh. We are ready for Game 6, Western Conference Finals tonight. LA Clippers, Phoenix Suns. We suddenly have a series on our hands with the Clippers forcing a Game 6 and bringing the series back to Staples Center tonight. We'll break down Game 6 of the Clippers and the Suns in just a moment. But first, we have to look back at last night, and no Trae Young, no problem. For the Atlanta Hawks, who pulled off one hell of a complete team performance in a terrific Game 4 victory to tie up the Eastern Conference Finals at 2 games apiece, just picking apart the Milwaukee Bucks from pillar to post. And I'm a man of my word, and I keep my promises when I make them. We have ourselves a shimmy caw to do right here and right now. We have to pay our due and pay homage to the Atlanta Hawks for an incredible win last night. So let's get this show rocking. Everybody in the chat, you ready? Let's see. Are you ready? It's shimmy caw time. Let's do this thing right here. Shimmy, shimmy, caw, shimmy, yam, shimmy, yay. Give me the mic so I can take it away. Atlanta Hawks. There you go, baby. Shimmy Hawk time. Let's do it.
Shimmy Hawk. Salute to that, my man. Salute to that.
The Atlanta Hawks do it. The shimmy. We'll do it one more time just because I enjoyed it so much. Atlanta Hawks, man. What a win last night in Game 4 for the Atlanta Hawks.
I was scared I'd never hear it again.
A 2-2 series tie. And look, guys, it was a team game. It was a team effort last night. Collective team effort, top to bottom. Incredible job. What did you get? You got Lou Williams, 20 points. You had Bogdanovic. Man, I thought he was hurt. I thought he was less than 100% going into last night. Boy, he didn't look like it. What a performance from him shooting the basketball in that win. He delivers with 20 points in that win. You got 21 from Lou Williams. Kevin Huerter, 15 points, and it took the very last shot that he took in that game to get my best bet in the win column with Kevin Huerter over 12.5 points. The very final 3 that he took, it went down with about a couple of minutes left. And it's the I'll definitely take that, even though we waited till the last minute. Cam Reddish, how about the contribution he made? 12 points. I mean, he's a guy that hasn't gotten a lot of minutes here in the playoffs. Danilo Gallinari, the Paisan, the Italian stallion, doubled figures in scoring, 10 points for the Atlanta Hawks. So when you look at it, Capella had 15. There were 6 Atlanta players in double figures last night. The team defense was solid. They frustrated the Bucks, and it was definitely a team that they deserved the win. They outplayed Milwaukee. They kicked Milwaukee's ass. They dominated them in the first half, and things got worse for them. And I'm hearing the Milwaukee apologists, a couple of them anyway, not many, but there's still a couple using the Giannis got injured excuse in the third quarter with that hyperextended left knee. I don't want to hear it. You were getting outplayed and smacked down way before that happened. Atlanta full marks for the win. And now all of a sudden we go from Young out, Atlanta losing Game 3 the way they did, no hope for Atlanta. Look how things change after one game. And now Atlanta's tied the series, and we don't know Giannis' status in Game 5 and beyond in this series. And things can change just like that. And, man, have they changed in this Eastern Conference Finals. Skee Prophet, if you can take your mind away from the horror of what you just witnessed a minute or two ago, talk about what we saw last night with Game 4.
I'm still stuck up on the shimmy call. My mind is just jumbled ever since then. But in the game, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like all games that I'm seeing lately, I can kind of go win by how the games be in the first quarter, and that's kind of how I felt about this one. I mean, they made some adjustments, like your guys for Atlanta, and that kind of gave the Bucks a little bit of trouble. But it seemed like Bucks weren't, and I just feel like last few, see what we see today.
Yeah, absolutely. A great performance by Atlanta last night. Dutch, what can we say? Atlanta. I'll tell you what, that felt nauseous to me all day yesterday, thinking Milwaukee. They're laying 4.5 in Game 3. Now they're laying 7. It was a public woodshed beating, because you know how many people probably laid the points with Milwaukee in teasers, Milwaukee in moneyline parlays last night, and all of that money kept by the house.
Yeah, man. Real quick shout out to our chat, Wyatt Chapman. I see Harold Williams in there. Yeah, Razor busting my balls. He said, Lou Williams, hey, all I'm going to tell you is, what I noticed last night is they didn't miss a motherfucking beat with little ass Trae Young on the bench. Lou Williams actually, 31 minutes. He had 21 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists. Key right here, only 7 of 9 from the field and 2 or 3 from the 3-point line. I mean, what is that? Trae Young out there, but a more efficient Trae Young. So say what you will about the Drew Holiday shit. But one thing I did notice is they didn't miss fucking Trae Young last night. Lemon Pepper Lou handled business. That's what I noticed. Shout out to you. You mentioned it, Ian. Gallo had some big shots there, decent. Herder did his thing. But what it comes down to is, man, I really wish I wouldn't have went out on that edge on Holiday, because ever since I did, goddamn, 2 games, and it's probably 2 of the worst games I've seen that kid play in a long time. He hasn't shown up. That's a big piece. Middleton didn't do his thing. Couldn't even get the double-double. It was an awful day. It's been an awful 72 hours. I got to keep it a hundo. I feel like I've been on lockdown. And you know what I'm saying? The CO Willie ain't too nice. And the Warden Bet NGM is on my ass. I'll tell you that right now. He is on my ass. So I'm ready. I'm ready for the day. Ready to get back in the black. I'm extremely hungry. I'm ready to eat.
Yeah, we were talking about it, off the air before we started the show today. We got just one game each day now in the NBA conference finals, and it's the top 4 teams left. They play each other every other day, so there's adjustments. The prices don't budge. You've really got to, just roll with what you think's right and hope the pieces, the chips fall where they do. That's what you're looking at. You don't get to, pick over a 9-10 game card anymore like you do in the regular season and really hone in on some really great spots and really great bets. There's just not as many of them here when you get this deep into the season and into the playoffs. Connor, what did you think? Just a remarkable performance from the entire Atlanta team last night.
Yeah, they came to play. Lou Williams was great. I mean, if you got it in late, he's not afraid to shoot it. But yeah, you mentioned it, Dutch. He was efficient. John Collins, nowhere to be seen though.
Oh man,
my God, is double. Middleton had 8 boards through the third, couldn't get it. But everyone else played well. Herder, you mentioned Bogdanovich looked better last night. But yeah, that's why I couldn't stay on these Bucks. They showed it to me again, man. They don't have a bench either. And now we'll talk about Giannis real quick. I mean, they don't have anything. That bench is so weak with Portis. He's probably their only guy. Connaughton, they don't do anything. So they're top heavy with the 3 players, Holiday, Giannis, and Middleton. I don't know, a little bit of trouble. I think it's probably going to go 7. So we'll see with Giannis with his knee.
Absolutely. And that, of course, is the predominant concern and storyline moving into Game 5 and beyond, is the health of the Greek Freak. But we'll definitely re-examine that tomorrow on the show when we get ready for Game 5 in the Eastern Conference Finals. But first, we got Game 6 tonight, Western Conference Finals. Another chance. Biggie, give me one more chance. One more chance for the Phoenix Suns to try to finish off the LA Clippers. Here tonight in Game 6 at Staples Center. Pretty much a pick 'em here across the board. You got Phoenix -1 in some spots after the Clippers opened 1-point home favorites, but right around a pick 'em here in this game. The total in the 214.5 range, pretty much across the board in this one. Of course, the Clippers, Zubac sidelined in the last game, and I thought the table was set perfectly for the Phoenix Suns to end the series the other night, much like I thought it was set perfectly for Milwaukee to take control against Atlanta last night. We know how that one ended, but give the Clippers credit. Kind of like Atlanta last night, the Clippers 2 nights ago. Paul George was incredible, 40 points in that performance for the Clippers, 13 rebounds, double-double, 6. It was just an outstanding performance for him. Shot 15 of 20 in the Game 5 win the other night. So it was an incredible performance, but it wasn't just him. Marcus Morris had a big game. Reggie Jackson, who was one of the good things about the other night was that I had his prop over. He had a great shooting night. And look, the defense frustrated Phoenix. It was not a great night for many of their better players offensively. And for the Clippers, you're going to hope you can keep that going here tonight. But look, kind of like Milwaukee, Atlanta last night, Phoenix didn't come out ready. Clippers were. Clippers showed that desperation, that urgency. We don't want to have our season end tonight. And Phoenix didn't match that. They got outplayed, clear as day. In Game 5. I think they're going to be a much different Phoenix team here tonight. I don't think they want to mess with Game 7, even if it's on their home floor. the Phoenix Suns. They've been able to overcome adversity all year. They've been good off a subpar game and off a poor effort. And I think you'll get a much better Phoenix Suns team here tonight. How much more can Ty Lue go to the well with adjustments as well? They tried to go a little bit smaller again, worked. How many more buttons can he push? And to me, the concern here going into tonight is what can Paul George do? What's left in his gas tank after the Game 5? Because to me, when you have that kind of performance, you left it all out there. He was absolutely marvelous, and you only have just the 1 day off still in between all these games. This is where I think you could see. Let's not forget, as good as he was in Game 5, you go back to Game 4, he was leaving all his shots short, and he was missing, and he was just not at all shooting the ball with any sort of efficiency. So I'm not totally believing and buying into Paul George coming close to duplicating the way he played in Game 5. So it's going to be up to Morris and Jackson. Can Cousins give them more minutes? I think Monty Williams, this is his turn to nip that in the bud and make sure DeMarcus Cousins isn't the issue that he was the other night. I think you keep Ayton close to the rim. You make him a factor. And I think from that standpoint, I like DeAndre Ayton as we transition to props here. I like Phoenix, by the way. I'm going to take them on the money line here to finish this series. I think they will tonight, and I think you'll see a step-up effort. Let's not forget they lost Game 3, and what did they do? They bounced back in L.A., and they won Game 4. And I still picked the Suns to win this series. I'm not going to jump ship. Am I a little bit more worried now that these issues again, Chris Paul trying to close out a series? Yeah, but I think tonight they're going to end up getting the job done and finishing it off. As far as props go, I like DeAndre Ayton double-double. I'm going with that. DeAndre Ayton over points and rebounds. I think that's worth a look. I think you're going to see him really own the glass tonight. I think because he got, for the first time, he was not himself inside. He wasn't that fierce, aggressive DeAndre Ayton as much. I think you're going to see a lot more of that show up for him tonight. So I like points and rebounds for DeAndre Ayton over and the double-double option. And I'm going to go back to Chris Paul tonight. Over points and assists. You could even go PRA, throw the rebounds in there as well. For Paul, I think this is a statement for him. He's had a few games now back. He knows he didn't play as good last game. I think he'll play a lot better and be an impact guy for the Phoenix Suns tonight, trying to close this thing out. So I like Ayton props. I like Chris Paul props. One thing to keep in mind too here tonight is Cam Johnson for Phoenix. He finally got some offense going last game in Game 5. Even though Phoenix lost the game, he started to really hit from downtown. And I noticed his three-pointers prop is 1.5 at around even money, even a plus price in some spots. Cameron Johnson over 1.5 threes might be something you look at here tonight in this game as well. But I like the Suns here. I like Chris Paul props. I like DeAndre Ayton props. I like the Cam Johnson threes. For the Clippers, I like Reggie Jackson. I'm going back to the Reggie Jackson because I don't think Paul George will quite do what he did the last game. Someone else is going to have to be have a pretty big game offensively for the Clippers, and I think that will be Reggie Jackson once again. So those are the props I'm looking at here. The total I would lean under, but I'm not betting the total. I'm just going to stick to the Suns on the money line and all of those props that I mentioned as well in this game. By the way, if you're interested, Paul George triple-double. We talked about Giannis. Maybe we'd sprinkle on that, and of course he doesn't even finish the game. Paul George triple-double, it's like 10-1, 11-1 in a lot of spots right now. So big number, but he came close to it in Game 5. And my concern with that is, even though the price is really tempting with the way he played the last game, is he going to have that energy to get that tonight after what he did in Game 5? I worry about that for the LA Clippers and for Paul George specifically going into the game tonight. Skee, what do you think here? Game 6 with the Suns and Clippers.
Well, I did see Margot in the chat. Shout out to Margot. She's a big Boston fan. She said Chris Middleton's going to go off tonight. He's pretty inconsistent, but he probably will go off tonight. He don't have no choice but to go off without Giannis in there. So I would agree with that. And kind of what you said earlier, Ian, that the Clippers are seasoned. Pretty much is kind of what you're getting after. Like, they've been here before. And outside of Chris Paul, it's a lot of young guys who it's their first time in the situation. And the Clippers, I mean, like we said, they've been here before. They're going to fight to the end. So I think the Clippers have been the better prepared team. We look at Ty Lue. He's 11-2 in elimination games. That's the best in NBA history. And I know a lot of people are going to go out and bet the Suns because the line is cheap, because they're supposed to be the better team. But I just feel like the line is too short. and feel like it's a trappy type line. So I like the Clippers. I like the way they're coached, and they've outplayed the Suns for majority of the series. I mean, if Aiden doesn't make that lob, I mean, things could be different. So I like the Clippers, I think, here today. And if I'm going to play the total, I probably expect points. I mean, the starting lineup is not going to have Zubac in it. You probably still have Beverly, but when they have the small ball lineup, they're going to play fast. And so Phoenix, I feel like they're fine with whatever pace. We know Chris Paul plays a little bit slower, but Cameron Payne and everybody else is fine playing up tempo. And we'll see that probably majority in the first half. We know Chris Paul likes to slow it down, take the air out the ball at the end. So I like first half over 105.5. And I think I'm liking the Clippers today.
All right, liking the Clippers to keep this momentum going, force a game 7, which could happen. Like, I like Phoenix, but I'm going down with the ship, so to speak, here with the Phoenix Suns, if you will. I mean, I like them all season, all playoffs for the most part. Once they got past the Lakers, I really started to buy in again to Phoenix. I'm going to rock with them, ride or die tactics for me here tonight with the Phoenix Suns. What do you think here, Dutch? Big game tonight.
Hey, shout out to our guy, Wyatt Chapman. He says, Skee, get your hoodie. Hey, because I'm right with him, man. You better get that hoodie, bro. I'm glad. Hey, I hate to say it, but I'm glad we're not all on the motherfucking Suns. But I'm definitely on the Suns here. I think this is a Suns spot. I got them at a pick 'em. I just really think Phoenix is just a better team. I don't think you're going to get 41 from, Paul George. Shout out to our guy, Nicky Fish Tanks, Boston Nick. Also OG Wham up in there. Y'all hit the motherfucking like button, like Platinum Paul said. I seen that name, Platinum Paul. Hit the like button. We muchly appreciate it. Be sure to hit Wham Talk up too on today is West Coast Wednesdays. Wham Talk Wednesdays. I believe it's 5:30 Eastern time, 2:30 Pacific time. Check my guy out. Shout out to our guy.
And Turnsy for the dono.
DJ and Turnsy for the donation. Yeah, if one of these other motherfuckers on the panel would help me out, that would be nice. Nah, I'll just fuck with y'all. Hey, shout out to Turnsy. All love. He got 5 on that bitch. Yeah, man. But yeah, I really like the Suns tonight. I really do. I'm not gonna get cute first quarter, first half, none of that. I got them at a pick 'em full game. I expect the under to be live. The under's 4-0 off of a loss for the Suns in the last 4. The under's 5-2 in the last 7 meetings. And the 2 games in LA, they average 181 points in the series in the 2 games. And when the 3 games that Chris Paul's been on the floor, it's been an average of 193 total. I expect Booker to have a big night. Devin Booker to me is the best shooter on the court. Shooters shoot, and he best be pulling the fuck up. Let's get over 27.5 points, locked in minus 120. I love this look. He better have the most shots. Chris Paul, I want you to be the point guard. You don't got to shoot the ball 20 times, CP3. Create for others. Get Crowder involved. I want Crowder, Bridges. I want all these guys in double digits. I want DeAndre Ayton to be the guy with the second most attempts on the team. But I definitely want Devin Booker to be getting 25 to 30 attempts, and he'll easily get 30-plus points tonight. Book it. And that's all going to be the Suns early and often, but we're going full game. If you want some action on the Clippers, Reggie Jackson continues to pay. I'm not mad at that. But I would look at Marcus Morris. He's 13.5 points. From a defensive matchup from Phoenix, they ain't really got nothing for him. DeAndre's too slow. Everyone else a little too small. But don't let him do what he did last game. I don't expect 22, 24, maybe around 16. Sure as hell don't expect 15 from DeMarcus Cousins. I expect more around maybe like 6 to 8. And we'll definitely get a Phoenix win here. It could be a good game, but Phoenix got to close this out. CP3 handle business. Step on the motherfucking Clippers in LA. It's going to feel damn good.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's why I like Paul specifically to be big tonight, because this is his chance to, play there, get over this hump, play a big game. Like I say, I think this is his time. It's like he's played too well. I know he struggled since he's come back, but he played so well before. That's kind of unfortunate he was away for a bit, because, to be honest with you, the first 2 rounds before his absence, he was playing at an incredible level here in the playoffs. I think he can get back to something close to that, and I think tonight could be the night. What do you think here, Conor Mac? Game 6 here, Clippers and Suns.
Yeah, I'm going to stay off the side here. Just Chris Paul with his 3-1 leads. He blows them, and Lou's got that great number. I'm going to watch this one. But you just went through it, Dutch. Thanks for all those stats and all that shit. I'm on the under. I'm on the under 215. I think this slows down. But Skee, you got a good point. The overs hit there in the first half. It did last game. It's hit a few times. They see if the Clippers can hit shots, though. But I think by the second half, Yeah, Chris Paul. They need to play better defense. I thought their defense was pretty sorry, the Suns, to be at home in Game 5. You mentioned Booker's points. I'll take his over 2.5 threes at plus 150. And you mentioned you got to get Crowder involved. What's this guy? He's doing nothing out there. I mean, 4 points, 5 points. He needs to be way better.
Yeah.
His 9.5. And, of course, the go-to guy, Jackson. The only thing is they finally moved up his points. It was 18.5, 19.5. They moved it to 21.5, minus 105. I still like it, but 2 more points because he's just gotten over it a few times, right around the 20 mark, 19-20 mark. I like that. That's about it. Payne, this is real juice, but just to make 1-3 over half a 3 was minus 180. That was about it prop-wise.
There we go. Suns and the Clippers. We've got a wild chat room going on right now. I think that bird call got everybody fired up there. That shimmy call got everybody losing their minds or something a little bit.
Yeah, we got a lot of love in there. Some haters too. It's all good though. It takes hate to be great.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Motto's fuck the fake though, always. Believe that.
Yep, that's absolutely right. Hey, we're here every day. You want to like us or love us or hate us, we're here every day during the
win, lose, or draw.
Smash the motherfucking like button. Give us some downs on your way. I don't give a fuck. Do something.
Yeah.
Let us know your opinion. Goddamn it.
That's right. Just to show us that you care. That's right. That you're watching. And you're right. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, all that. And you woo woo woo. There he is, Kenny Woo. Jeffrey Osborne, I'm calling him now. Not Kenny Woo, Jeffrey Osborne. There. The woo woo woo.
Yeah, man.
All right. We've got best bets. We got freshest look coming up in just a second. We will get to that. Thanks to everyone. By the way, before we do that, we'll thank everyone in the chat here. Whack Prescott, Johnny K, J Cash, Razor Sharp, Turnsy with the donations and incredible support on all the shows that we do. Soup Panties, Daryl Williams, G's Fonzarelli, Goiper. We've got Wyatt Chapman, Abby Jackson, Olu, Eric Chang, Dion Cooper, 586 Soldier, Harold Williams, Gerald Martinez. Incredible turnout again, over 130 live viewers. MDR 824, Sideshow, Anthony Ambronio, James McGinnis. Thanks to everyone for joining us as always. A great show of support. The Hook. A great show of Trot Wham, of course. Jacksonville Zoe. A great show of support from everyone in the chat joining us here for this Wednesday edition of the show. We're back tomorrow. We'll talk Atlanta, Milwaukee, Game 5. Hell, they might win again tomorrow, the Atlanta Hawks, and we'll get another shimmy call maybe. After that, the game following, or the show following Game 5 tomorrow night. But we'll see if the Bucks have a response in them before that happens. All right, we'll get to best bets and freshest look in just a second. But first, Manscaped and Southtown 101. All right, Southtown 101. When you're in San Antonio, Texas, stop in, have a bite to eat, some pints, live music, DJs, and karaoke as well. All at Southtown 101 in San Antonio. Manscaped, promo code Pub Sports. You can get 20% off your purchase there using that promo code Pub Sports, including the new and improved Lawnmower 4.0. Get 20% off that and all Manscaped products by using the promo code Pub Sports and mybookie.ag promo code Pub Sports. NHL, NBA playoffs, MLB daily. We've got football season right around the corner. There's absolutely no better time to sign up for mybookie.ag than right now. Bitcoin accepted currency for your deposit as well. Mybookie.ag promo code Pub Sports. All right, let's get to it. Best bet, side, total, player prop can be anything for Game 6 Western Conference Finals tonight. Big game. This has got that big game feel to it. Suns and Clippers tonight. Skee, we'll start with you. Best bet.
I see you in the chat, Razor. You got jokes. My best bet, I'm going to make it my best bet simply because I know there's going to be some people against it, and I want to go head to head. That's what makes for good content. Somebody will be a winner, somebody will be a loser, and we'll come back and do it again the next day. So, Chris Paul, man, games 5 through 7, trash. Just look throughout his entire career, whether he's hurt or he's not, trash.
Yeah.
And you look throughout this season, players coming off of COVID, they don't play as well the next few games or for a little bit until they get everything back in rhythm and together. And Chris Paul pre-COVID, he's cool, he's great. After COVID, I don't know, man. So everybody's going to take the Suns. They're going to put that +1 up there for the Clippers. I'm going to take them on the money line, and we'll be back here talking about it tomorrow.
All right, there we go. Clippers money line, best bet for Skee Profit for Game 6 tonight, Suns and Clippers. All right, Dutch, what do you like? Freshest look.
Yeah, shout out to my guy Lucky Power. Got the OG Kush on deck. I like that, bro. I like that. Hey, you know what? I feel like Skee trying to call me out right now, low key. I really do. And I really like this Booker points prop, but fuck all that, because I'm gonna love being here tomorrow after he bets on. I send him home on the Clippers. You know what I mean? The Clippers is gonna send his ass home. So let's do it. Let's do it. Phoenix Suns. I got it at a pick 'em right now. Let's get Phoenix Suns to take that ass, and they're gonna clip the motherfucking Clippers. Believe that. And I'll be here tomorrow feeling real good with some fresh clipped motherfucking Kush. Yeah, man.
Phoenix Suns. There you go. Money line, best bet, or freshest look, I should say, for Dutch. And
shots fired.
Razor makes a good point in the chat saying it's like Space Jam. Someone stole CP's skills. Yeah, he needs some of that secret stuff. He's going to spray it on him like WD-40, put it all over his hands or something.
It's not like he's been horrible, though. The numbers are somewhat there. It's just, to me personally, I think C-Mac agrees. He's touched on a little bit. He's just shooting too much. It's like, do a little more for others. He's getting right the assist. I mean, just create for others. Be the point guard, Chris, and we'll be fine. We'll be just fine.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to take it all on your shoulders shooting the ball. I agree with that. Especially if you're struggling again tonight, shooting it early. Don't take as many shots. Don't be a volume shooter. Use Devin. Use DeAndre.
Yeah, those are two better matchups.
Yeah, exactly.
To be honest with you.
Use your teammates. I agree with that. If you don't see that your shot is falling early in the game, but yeah, the secret stuff. Maybe tonight's one of those nights where I don't need the secret stuff. I had it in me all along. That's the line from Space Jam. You didn't need the secret stuff. The original Space Jam. You had it in you all along to be able to win and play well. You didn't need that secret stuff bullshit. Oh, they didn't say that in the movie. It is a kid's movie, but you know what I mean. Conor Mac, what do you like here for best bet?
Yeah, CP3. He keeps getting Pat Bev is just up in his ear, I think, a little bit. He's frustrated a little bit, and I think there's more of that tonight. But that's why I'm on the under. Give me the under 215. I mean, I don't think it's 84-80, but I think this game stays under.
I like that.
All right, there you go. Under 215, best bet for Conor Mac for tonight, Game 6, Clippers and Suns. My best bet is going to be I'm going to the guy that's obviously under the microscope tonight for the Phoenix Suns, and I'm Chris Paul. I'm gonna buy in and believe for one night here in Chris Paul with points and assists. Over 28.5 is where I'm going for Chris Paul tonight for my best bet. Player prop. I think Phoenix wins the game, but I think the player prop is a good look here tonight. Look, this is where we find out what Chris Paul's made of too. You want to go to the NBA Finals tonight? Get it done. Over 28.5 here. Points and assists. CP3. That will be my best bet for tonight. That'll wrap up.
I see you in the chat, Soldier. I'm gonna try to change that today. He said my side's been trash and my total's been money, so we're gonna change it today.
That's the only.
No, don't change it today.
Shout out to my boy Soldier. He on some shit. I believe it. Yeah, man.
That's why I made the best bet. That's why I made the best bet the player prop, not the side, because my sides have been iffy lately. My totals, I've stayed with player props is where I've been good lately. So that's why I stuck with the player props. Like Werder last night, we got it done with him. But good stuff, guys. Great discussion, analysis, friendly debate on this show. We love it. Game 6 tonight, Clippers and Suns. We're looking forward to it. That'll wrap up this edition of the NBA Pub Hub. Hope I didn't scare the viewers away with the first ever Shimmy Caw making its Pub Hub debut. Apparently I didn't, because we still have a good, healthy 139 live views right now as I say that. So great stuff. We'll have to wait and see, but definitely looking forward to the game tonight. Excited for it. Thanks to Dutch, Skee, and Connor. As always, we will be back with you tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific, for another edition of the NBA Pub Up, and we'll get you ready for Game 5, Eastern Conference Final. That's a brand new series now as well, 2-2. Bucks and Hawks, Game 5 tomorrow night. We'll preview it tomorrow on the NBA Pub Up. For Dutch, for Skee, for Connor, me and Cameron, have a great Wednesday night. Enjoy Game 6, Clippers and Suns, and we'll see you again tomorrow on Thursday for the NBA Pub Hub once again, right here on Pub Sports Radio. Dutch, take us home.
Yeah, man. Salute to the chat, the real ones. Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button, because we're about to hit them straight over the motherfucking head. Y'all stay fresh, stay blessed, and let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest.
We be coming!
We are the valley. We are the valley.
The valley and the sun.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Hey, you really